So there exists this content creator named Hunter Avallone. And I used to watch his content 2 years ago or something like that. And I remember his content really pissing me off. But it was like a car accident. I just couldn't look away. Like, I kept watching his content because it was so fascinating how terrible it was. And so today I want to explain why I do not like this content creator and how I think he could improve. And you might be thinking, oh, he is more successful than you. Why should he be listening to you? Why should I be listening to you? Well, first of all, he has been a content creator for a longer time than me. So of course he had more time to grow that success. But give me time, maybe I will surpass his success if I get some more time. And second of all, success still does not equal quality. Look at two different animated TV shows. Teen Titans Go is more successful than, for example, Invader Zim, even though most people would argue that the latter is better. And now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about why I don't like Hunter Avallone. So Hunter Avallone is basically this left-wing content creator who debates conservative people. And there is nothing wrong with that in of itself. It's just that all of those debates are hard to watch. And the main reason is that Hunter always chooses the most low-hanging fruit. He always chooses the kind of people that any 5-year-old could win against in an argument. His debates do not challenge the minds of most people. They are not stimulating, nor are they entertaining. Compare him to someone like Destiny, who is much better at debating, and it leads to more interesting debates that actually challenge everyone's, including yours, opinions. Now, I don't necessarily blame Hunter Avallone for possibly not being the best debater. You see, he used to be a conservative person himself, and he used to preach conservative views himself, but all of a sudden, he then switched to being liberal because he lost his virginity to a girl that was a liberal, of course. So his left-wing beliefs are likely backed by feelings for a girl rather than logic. And so here is my advice. If you want to get better at debating, debate people that can actually challenge your beliefs. Do not constantly go out debating people that you can easily win against. Because if you do that, you're not going to improve and grow. It's like when you go to the gym, you have to lift heavier weights over time. Because if you keep lifting the same weight all the time, you're not going to get stronger. And I would like to give my take on some of his beliefs, which I deem broken. For example, Hunter Avallone gets triggered whenever all the red pill bros like Andrew Tate and stuff, when they say that depression isn't real, because Hunter Avallone claims depression is very real because he himself suffers from it due to, and I quote, chemical imbalances in the brain. And so he takes antidepressants. Now, I am not a doctor, so I'm not going to argue whether I think depression is real or not, but I think in his case, in his specific case, it's not. It's not real. I don't think that his specific case is caused by chemical imbalances in the brain. And I know this because if I were him, guess what? I would also be depressed. I mean, he is a pathetic nerd. He looks like a 13-year-old boy who hasn't reached puberty. And he even is a self-proclaimed soy boy. I know, people on this channel have called me a nerd and a soy boy as well. But there is a difference. I am not complacent in being a soy boy and a nerd. I am actively working on myself so that I can no longer be a nerd or soy boy or whatever. I am going to the gym, constantly. I am eating natural food, like not fast food. I am eating like whole fruits, whole meat. I don't like processed food. I like natural, organic food, unlike most people and all that. I shower with a shampoo and conditioner. What is he doing to improve? If he can bench press more than me, then I will be pleasantly surprised and I will formally apologize. But from what I can see at the moment, he is too complacent in calling himself a soy boy, and he insults religion. He constantly rants about how Christianity is terrible because it promotes slavery, because the Bible promotes slavery or something. He rants about how Islam is terrible because the Prophet Muhammad had sex with a minor. But you realize that religion is the literal thing that has helped millions of people with depression. You should probably give religion a try. But no, Christianity is horrible because the Bible promotes slavery. Well, newsflash, the Bible actually says you should treat the slaves in kind and humane ways, if you're going to have them. I bet Hunter didn't know that, did he? And Islam is horrible because the Prophet Muhammad had sex with a minor. Well, have you ever heard the expression, separate the art from the artist? Muhammad is worshipped for the things he did to the religion, not for the person he was. He might have done things that are considered morally corrupt and morally abhorrent by today's standards, but that's not what the religion in of itself preaches. And this ties back to Hunter Avallone only debating the lowest hanging fruits imaginable. He thinks Islam promotes pedophilia because he only chooses to debate those who call themselves Muslims who also happen to support pedophilia. Maybe, just maybe, try debating a Muslim who is a kind and good-hearted person and who is not a pedophile. Maybe then your views on religion will change. I'm just saying. Seriously, Hunter, try going to the gym consistently, almost every day like I do. Try eating natural food consistently like I do. Try incorporating religion and spirituality into your life. If that doesn't work, then I will believe that depression in your case truly is caused by chemical imbalances in the brain. And then you can take antidepressants and you have the permission to take them. But right now, at this moment, it seems like Hunter is depressed simply because of life circumstances, because he is too complacent in being a soy boy. He has claimed that depression is not rational because he has everything a man wants to have. He has a woman that is willing to have sex with him that has caused him to have biological children because of the sex. He has an awesome job and all that, but actually, I would argue that that is a valid reason to be depressed. You see, he has accomplished everything a man wants to have at a young age. Like a lot of young men, they want to have sex, they want to make money and all that. And he has already accomplished, he has already gotten all that at a young age. Like, he became a young parent. He became a parent at only like 22. At like 22, he managed to hit the pinnacle. He managed to have amazing sex, and he managed to start a family with an amazing woman. He managed to have an amazing job, and so now that he has everything, his life possibly feels meaningless, and it probably feels like there is nothing more to strive for in life. When you have already accomplished everything, that's how I see it. Then you're kind of like, I accomplished everything. Now what? What happens with my life now? And so it makes sense that he has depression, especially considering the fact that he claims his depression started when he became a father, when he, during the birth of his first child. And that just cannot be a coincidence. Like, if he was a woman, sure, then it would be understandable, because when you are a woman and you are pregnant, you have a bunch of hormonal changes in your body that could possibly cause actual chemical imbalances in the brain. But when you are a man, all you have to do to be a father is lose your virginity and have sex and release semen into a woman, and one day you become a father, and that's really it. It's not like you go through any specific biological changes in your body when you become a father. If Hunter wants his life to be meaningful, he needs spirituality and going to the gym. Right now, it looks like I could beat him in a fight. I don't want to fight him for two reasons. First of all, it's really shameful as a man to fight someone who seems weaker than you. And second of all, a fight where it's quite obvious who would win would not be very interesting to watch. And if some people might claim that I don't look like I could beat him in a fight, I believe I will look like I could beat him in a fight in a while, because I go to the gym almost every day. I eat healthy, natural food and all that. I don't think Hunter Avallone works as hard as I do, because very few people go to the gym almost every day. Most people don't even go to the gym to begin with. I go to the gym almost every single day. So even though I myself might be trapped in a nerdy, dorky and soy boyish body right now at the very moment, I am not going to be that for long, because I'm actually working on myself and I am constantly improving. And that's because I am not complacent in being a nerdy soy boy like apparently him. I don't want to remain a nerdy soy boy like him. That's why I go to the gym almost every single day. I eat protein powder and creatine, I eat healthy food, and like I said, I avoid processed food. I actually take care of my appearance and health. Now, I would be pleasantly surprised if Hunter did that too. I think it would be great if Hunter did that too. I really hope he is actually doing all this and working on his appearance as well. But it's just that I cannot see that right now, because from what it looks right now, the only thing Hunter ever does is sit there, debate low-hanging fruits, quote studies, and saying in his nerdy voice, studies show that a relationship where a man and a woman is equal leads to better sex. I don't think you have ever had good sex, Hunter. I know that you had it because you have had biological children, but I don't think the moment you conceived them really felt that amazing. Like, I don't think you have had good sex. And if you did, I would have a million questions. And the reason why I think all this is because I don't get the vibe that he has ever had good sex. I don't see any sexual energy in him. Like, I don't see that primal masculine beast mode in him. I don't see any testosterone. All I see is a 13-year-old prepubescent guy who drinks too much soy. Hunter, man up. Go on the same journey as I am at the moment. Show me that you actually go to the gym and that you eat healthy food and that stuff. Educate yourself on religion and please debate more intellectual people. Then I would take you more seriously, and then you would have my respect. That's all I had for today.